Welcome back to another full week of workouts, gym edition. In this video I'm going to explain why I do these exercises, how I do them, but keeping it extremely real, raw and honest. Yes, I am obsessed with going to the gym and I have a split. So basically my split is legs, push, legs, pull, legs, and then at the weekend I decide should I go to the gym or I don't go to the gym, what I want to do in gym, or is it push or is it pull. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how I kind of structure my workouts because that's what works for me and that's what I actually enjoy.
I'm totally not excited to leave. Literally, it's minus 16 Celsius.
Minus 16.
I always come to the gym half dressed, kinda, because that saves a ton of time. But before all of my workouts, I always do dynamic stretches because dynamic stretches will improve your flexibility and range of motion. It warms up your body and gets your body moving and ready to work out. It also improves and prevents to reduce the risk of injuries. So don't forget to stretch. Stretching is so important.
The angles in this video won't be the best because I decided to just film with my phone because I just don't care. So that's why I'm not in the frame for a lot of times because I just don't see myself, obviously.
And do some dynamic stretches that feels good for you. Those are switchings, moving your body and not being static. Mondays call for leg days and I always start with squats. Before always I warm up with like a no weight kind of, only the bar, then I slowly add a little bit of weight and I'm not squatting deep, as you can see. That's my weakness. My hamstrings are super tight and also on the previous week I little bit really injured my back, so squatting hurts and I probably know that I shouldn't have did squats, but I freaking love squatting.
So this is your reminder to not force yourself to lift more than you actually can, because you can get injured and nobody wants injuries.
So yeah, I did high rep and light weight. So basically I did 5 sets of 12 reps and then I continued on RDLs. So for form, keep your back straight and your head aligned your back. Basically never arch your head, never look high. That will cause so much pain and tension to your neck. Try to make it steady, slow, and try to make your form the best as you can. Hinge on your hips, hinge on your knees, but not too much. Keep the bar close to your legs and never keep it far away because again that causes tension. And looking into this footage I can see what I should have improved. So yeah, this is your reminder to film yourself at that gym because how can you improve if you don't know what are you doing wrong? Because when I see this I know that I should have hinged more. But then we continue with the love, the hip thrust, oh my gosh, the burn on your glutes. Again, keep your knees in 90-degree angle. That is for you to be able to feel it more in your glutes because when you aren't on the 90 degrees, you will feel it more in your quads and hamstrings. And again, I always start with warm-up sets and then I increase the weight. I was literally dying. Oh my gosh, that's why I love hip thrust, because if you add more weight, heavier weight, you will feel it on your glutes. But short interruption, whatever, re-rack your weights, people, please. Somebody didn't re-rack them and it was so heavy and time consuming for me to re-rack them and put weight that I wanted to put, weight that I needed to put. And this day was a little bit lighter for me because, as I said, my back is hurting. So yeah, I did leg press and I try to put my feet higher because that kind of targets your glutes more. But honestly, it just feels for me more comfortable than in the middle. But you do what you like, you do what feels better for you. And then my last thing was abductors. Oh my gosh, I love this exercise so much. It burns my glutes so much, and as I am the person who's quad dominant, I never really feel it. And I always finish with 5-minute wall sit. It burns me so crazy, but I love it. And at the end, again, don't forget to stretch. and I did foam rolling. I love foam rolling. I literally do whatever feels good for me, whatever I feel like it, but if you have ever seen my videos, you know that I love stretching. I love deep stretches, and I love feeling that of the stretched momentum. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, don't skip stretching after your workouts. It just feels amazing. But okay, couldn't not put this in. Look at it. Look at this incredible, beautiful view. Like, oh my gosh, winter, just wow. It's push day, aka chest, shoulders, and triceps, and before all my upper body workouts, I love to use the resistance band because it helps me to warm up my shoulders and just my back and overall my upper body, and I just personally extremely love this movements, like using the band, but obviously I also did the usual warm-ups that I showed previously. Okay, to little bit explain for those who don't understand what means push or what means pull day. So basically push is chest, shoulders, and triceps, and pull is back and biceps. And what does that mean? Push is basically when you're pushing the weight away from you, and the pull is when you're pulling the weight to you. So basically the hardest part of the movement, basically when you're doing shoulder press, the hardest part of the movement is pushing it upwards. You're pushing it away. And for example, for bicep curl, or is the hardest movement is to curl it up, so it's pulling the weight to you. It's basically the same thing as you see doors on the stores. It's like push or pull. It's kind of the same thing. It's at first it's maybe a little bit like hard to understand what the hell does that mean, but when you understand it, it just clicks. Again, I start with the warm-up set, but my bench is not strong at all. But, well, again, remember to start with compound movements, and like bench is my number one compound movement. Then I added more weight, little bit, like literally 2 small plates, because my bench, as I said, I'm struggling with my bench. I'm literally dying, but that a set or a workout is great. You need to push through the hardest. Like if you're not working till failure, like in this rep, then what are you doing? That's where the gains get. That's how you get stronger, by pushing through the hardest movements. I was literally dying. And then I did kind of a superset, basically lateral raises. Try to not swing your back. Try to stay steady as possible, because the less momentum you use from, your back or your hips, the better it is. And again, I'm struggling. But as I said, my back is hurting, so I wanted to do front raises, but in these clips, as you see, I couldn't do it, not just because the weight was too heavy, but because my back was hurting. So I decided to do barbell shoulder press. I don't know how this is called, but this was the movement I did. Again, everything I usually try to aim for 4 sets, 12 reps, not everything, but again, try to stay steady as possible. Don't swing yourself, don't use your legs or something to help. And then I moved to shoulder press. I wanted to do this before the previous superset, but these weights that I needed were used, somebody was using them. So yeah, then I moved on to 4 sets of 12 reps of shoulder press. Again, as you can see in these clips, I'm keeping it real. I was struggling. And then I decided to do Arnold press, single arm Arnold press with the same weight. And again, try to stay as steady as possible. And if you're ever curious for how to do any exercises, Googled it. Literally on YouTube, there are so many tutorials on how to do it right. I know my form always isn't the best because, well, as you can see, again, I'm really struggling sometimes but I want to push through the rep, and I just don't want to give up because I want to get better. And my last exercise was tricep pushdowns, I think it's called. Keep your elbows tight to your sides, don't move them, don't swing them, and you need a little bit bend, not be straight on your back, like straight posture, but like little bit bent.
Good morning. I feel like shit. I slept like shit. I literally couldn't fall asleep for 3 freaking hours. And obviously I got frustrated, so basically half of the time I was crying because I can't fall asleep. And obviously that doesn't help, but like, why? And obviously it happens before my hardest leg day of the week. Not like any of my leg days are hard, but like, yeah, anyways, I'm going to go and kill myself and destroy my legs. Okay, for real, gym is my therapy.
In the gym I was in a better mood, but wow, no squats here. I would have done squats, but of my back I'm not doing them, so I decided to single leg lunges. Basically, you can't really see in the clips, but my feet is like elevated, the front feet, and I know these angles aren't the best, but like you get what you get. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Smith machine, but for lunges I do like it because yeah, it's more stability in them. Yeah, and then yeah, again, not a great angle, but not sorry because like I want to more focus on the workout. You know, you understand. It's a hip thrust. You don't really need to see what I'm doing. The only thing that you can't really see is that my feet were elevated again because I want to get a bigger range of motion because of the Smith machine. You can't like go till down. If you have ever used the Smith machine, you know.
Quick alert, don't hate me for doing something wrong or yeah, okay, some advice how to do it, everything better, yes, but no hate here, no hate. This is only positivity channel, no hate. So yeah, I'm always trying to improve my form and anything like that, but no hate.
I went to conventional deadlifts. There are plates little bit elevated because as you can see, I'm not lifting really heavy weights, so I can't really go till the down. Wait, I know my form isn't the best, as I said previously. I know my back isn't the best, but also my back is also hurting. So yeah, I was trying my best, and I did my best as I can, and I'm proud that I did my best. Again, not a nice angle, but well, I can't really explain how destroyed I felt after 4 sets of 12 reps of Bulgarian split squats. Literally, if you don't think that this is the hell, then what the hell is that? What the hell is the hell? But I finished with calf raises because I haven't really trained calves, and I have to include it because I like calves. Like, they kill a lot, and I was just really extremely dying and struggling in the way that I was just exhausted because this is the hardest workout. I was dying, and but I was happy that it was done and I did it.
And also, obviously, I go on my daily walks, even though it is extremely cold. Well, I still do it. I try to walk for at least an hour just because it's fresh air and it's winter wonderland. It's not going to be in a few days anymore, but not me, literally. Filming these clips for you all and freezing my hands off, like literally couldn't feel them at all. Like imagine taking off my gloves, then taking them, then putting them off and on and on and on and on. Whatever, do your walks, go on your walks. It's literally so therapeutic and I can't live without it. I literally can't live without it.
I usually start my pull days with barbell rows, but as I tried to doing this today, my back said no, so I just did few reps and then was like, no, I'm not going to push it. So instead I did dumbbell rows, single arm rows, and try to not swing your arms too much. Try to stay steady as possible, but also row the arm more away, like onto the back, not just up. That more engages your back, and that's kind of is more better for you to just feel it. But again, as always, do what feels better for you, how you feel it more in your muscles. And then I continued on barbell bicep curls. I love curling, not always, but again, as I always say, try to not swing your back, aka try to not like use the momentum from your legs to lift the weight up and use the full range of motion. And then I continued on tricep dumbbell Curls, watching it back, I definitely can see that I'm using my elbows too much, aka I'm swinging too much, but as I always say, again, I try my best. I always, for workouts, I try my best because working out, aka like gym, is the place that I can improve and get stronger. So yeah, it's great to feel myself. And then I did seated cable row. I again try to not swing my back, but obviously I'm just started at the gym and I'm not doing everything perfectly. So this is a real raw week of workouts, as I've said. 4 sets, 12 reps. I actually did the first set with a heavier weight, and then I did with little bit lighter weight just because I wasn't feeling it that much, and I thought, okay, I'm going to just lower the weight and feel it more. Obviously I didn't film it because I just don't want to bother. And then I did lat pull downs, not swinging myself too much. With this movement, again, I'm still trying to decide how to learn how to do it properly, to feel it the best as I can on my back and my lats, but not swinging too much. And you have to kind of extend your arms to the fullest, like feel the stretch actually. And also I really hope you guys like that I kind of little bit switch the angles, even though it's not always the best angles, but I try my best because like gyms, I don't have a tripod and I don't want to put a tripod. I do have a tripod, but not for my phone. And then I did with machine rows. I will just say this is now my favorite back exercise, just because I feel it so much more because I'm not swinging. I'm so controlled. This movement is so controlled, and I just feel it where I need to feel it. So if you have this machine, the row, try it, do it. I know that with machines it isn't as good as on like free weights because you're like, it's not the same. Obviously with machines it always will be easier because you don't have to use your balance or something like that. But that was my pull day. My calves are still sore from Wednesday's workouts, aka training my calves. 3 sets by AMRAP, aka as many reps as possible. Do it. Don't skip training calves. This is your sign to not do it.
It's quad day, and usually I would start with front squats, but you already know what I'm going to say. I can't because of my back. So I decided to do heel elevated sumo squats with kettlebell. I at first did with a little bit lighter weight, and then I switched to little bit heavier weight, aka the heaviest kettlebell that was available, that was 24 kgs. And as you can see, I did elevated for bigger range of motion, and with this movement I try to push through my heels and not through my arms to lift the weight up. And you'll be asking why the hell I'm doing Bulgarian squats twice a week if I hate them, and if they're extremely hard. Well, I have no clue. I have no idea why they decided to implement Bulgarian split squats twice a week. Well, I was literally, my heart rate was so up, so high by these two movements kind of together. Obviously I rest between sets, but well, oh my gosh, literally I felt like I am about to die. But if you're skipping Bulgarian split squats, try to do them at least once. They're so killing. They are so also effective. Just I can't really explain it words. If you have ever tried them or if you implement them, you just know. And then I moved on to leg press. With this movement, I also tried to not lock my knees out, basically like not extend them to the highest, like basically completely straight but a little bit still like bent. I don't know if you understand what I mean. And as usually I did 4 sets of 12 reps. I usually do like 4 sets, 12 or 10 to 15 reps. That depends on what exercises I'm doing, because this kind of rep range, 12 reps hypertrophy, is for like building muscle and in the way that like growing it in size, and it's not that much for strength, but it is still for strength. And then I moved on to heel elevated goblet squats. Now on this, when I added it on the side, you can see a better, well, I love them. But this is my favorite movement for quads. Oh my gosh, this is literally for those quads. If you want to build quads or just like love dying your quads out, do that.
Oh my gosh, I can say that I loved it.
I know I said that Wednesdays are my hardest leg days, but Fridays are also my hardest leg days. I mean, all of the leg days are extremely hard because that's the point. You have to work hard to see results or just to get stronger in general, not depending on what is your goal to going to the gym, even though mine is first one is mental health, second is building muscle and just yeah. If you want to kill your legs, try this workout. I mean, try all of these workouts. Like, I'm just doing this for inspiration.
Saturday's early morning gym sesh. One of my goals is to learn how to do pull-ups. I can't do, and from somebody would be like, oh my gosh, how can do pull-ups? No, I can't, and that's what I'm doing. I actually haven't ever trained, aka tried to do them, so I was in these clips. You will see that I'm struggling with the band just because I'm really swinging, and now I look so funny from the front, like just for somebody watching me because I'm literally swinging so much. But well, I did one set by armor up, aka as many reps as I possibly could do. Those were only the ones you see in these clips. Literally, I don't know how many they were. I was literally my biceps. Yeah, I'm not strong with pull-ups, never have been because I've never been able to do them, but I'm also proud that I did them, and this is your sign. If you want to start training something that you want to get better at, you have to do it, because how can you get better at it if you're never doing it, right? So yeah, I think I did like 5 or 6 or 7 reps, I don't remember, but yeah, the band was swinging, but it did help me a lot. And then I continued on lat pull downs. Basically, what I'm trying to do is keeping my chest up, like shoulders back, a little bit like my head is up, my chin is up. That helps me contract my lats. And if you want more target lats, you have to do it more wide, a little bit like not as wide triceps, and close grip will be biceps. And I did 4 sets of 15 reps. With this, I kind of did like lighter weights, more reps, but I loved it. It was a huge killer. Like, I really do love pull days. I love upper body days. And then I continued on lat back pull downs. This contracts more your upper back basically, and it's also heavier, like harder to do. So a tip for you is to go as like far, aka into the seat, as possible, because that will be easier in the way that comfortable. And then I did one of my favorites, my machine rows. I did 2 sets with the closer, as you can see, those knuckles, and then I did with the wider. Basically 4 sets of, I think, 15 reps also. I pushed through failure, not like failure, nah, it was failure. 15 reps is a lot. With this narrow V grip pull down, we're hitting the middle back. I like to do different varieties of this exercises, basically to hit more parts of the back. You can also do it on that lat pull down machine, just keeping your arms tight on the middle, like basically almost to the middle. And with this, I also try to contract everything and not swing too much. I went heavier, and it was a huge struggle, but also you have to push through. You have to push through the pain. So the next exercise is for your upper back and back of your shoulders. With this exercise, you have to squeeze your back, literally squeeze through this exercise, through this movement when you're coming down. And I try to little bit bend, as you can see in the clips, and that helps me. And this was actually the first time I was doing this certain point of the movement. So yeah, basically my form probably isn't the best, but again, I was trying my best as usual. So the next and last exercise is cable seated rows. I again did 4 sets, I think of 12 reps. I will check and put on the screen. That was my finisher, kind of finisher. With this, I'm a little bit swinging too much, but I try to contract my back and feel it actually in my back. And as I don't usually film it, but at the end, obviously I do stretches, and I do a 5-minute ab workout. I can link it down below. I just love training my abs, as I've said in so many videos. This was just amazing. I love going to the gym at the weekends. Why? Because it's so empty. Literally, when I arrived at the gym, there were 3 people in. 3.
I love it. And could I do this pull workouts every day, all day? Yeah, I love it so freaking much. I love training upper body. Oh, this is just amazing. Hi, good morning. It's Sunday and it's my rest day and I'm kind of not half asleep, but I'm just like not in the mood to like talk a lot. But I finished my morning stretches. That's what I do in mornings. Didn't film it. Why? Because it's pitch black outside. Okay, not pitch black, but like dark, and the quality would be not good. Also, what I always do on the evenings, afternoons, I do yoga. Like always, every single day. I will link down below my favorite yoga practices. Okay, my favorite channel is Beautiful Yoga. She has incredible yoga practices, but today I did just stretching in the morning, and it's so for horrible weather, but whatever. So that was my week of workouts. I hope you got some sort of inspiration for it, and I hope you try some of these, like, because I promise they're killer ones. And let me know if you want to see more of these, what a week of workout videos, because well, let me just tell you, I work out hard. I love it, and I know I'm shaking my camera, but have a great day, have a great night, have a great week, and stay true to yourself. Always listen to your body and do the workouts, exercises that you enjoy and love. Yeah, see you in the next one.